Hi, my name's Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff, where I'll make a healthy dinner from start to finish and pair it with wines from around the world. Let's fill up that glass.
Hi, I'm Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff. Today, I have more viewers' requests. They wanted more vegetarian meals, please. Well, I've got it for you. And we've got our cool nights coming, and what's better than a vegetarian chili? And meat eaters, you won't be missing out on anything, so stay tuned. And we are pairing it with this awesome New Zealand Sauv Blanc. So let's get started. We have a few interesting guests coming to the table, that is to the meal. In the pot, we have butternut squash, a little bit different. I always love putting a little spin on everything, right? To the butternut squash, we're going to be roasting this in the oven. It's set at 400 degrees in there. So I am drizzling it with a little bit of EEVO olive oil. And to that, we're going to salt and pepper it, and we have some great spices that we're putting on it too. So we have some cinnamon we're going to be putting on it, and then we also have some cumin, and we have some chipotle. So a little bit of kick from the chipotle. You're going to love it, and all the spices are here. And of course, all the exact measurements are down below in the description center, which I have a link going to my website, which will have everything there for you. So there we go. Let's just mix all those spices and all those oils onto the butternut squash, and let's get that in the oven. Okay, it looks perfect. Got them all just right in a single layer. Just go like this with your pan. Single layer, done. Let's get in the oven. They're going to go for about 30 to 40 minutes until they're nice and tender. While our butternut squash is in the oven and it is smelling good, let's start getting all of our veggies in the pot. Here, I have a little bit of olive oil in the pot, and you see what I have here. It's a hodgepodge of all good veggies. And I'll tell you a reason why I used all these. Let's first get our oven onions in. So we're going to get our onions in. I love putting them in first, but these are all going in together, so you can just all dump them in. And why I use these veggies is because we have so much spice going on with all of our chili powder. We have here a red pepper and a yellow pepper, and I use those is because they're sweet. They're sweeter than the actual green one, so it brings a bit of sweetness, and that's what the carrots are here for too. Bringing sweetness to the actual chili. When I mean sweet, it's not sugary sweet, but to balance all that spices from the chipotle and the chili and a jalapeno. I took the seeds out, but you can keep the seeds in if you would like it a little more spicier. And some garlic. Right on in, and you can put the garlic in now. You don't have to wait till later. It's not going to burn. There's so many veggies in there that are going to release all their juices right now. So you're just going to saute these all together, but before you let it go any further, we're going to add all of our spices here to the mix. And all of our spices, I have a link to my recipe. It is chili, chipotle, oregano, and it is amazing, and cumin for that smokiness. So it looks like a lot, but I'm telling you, you want all that, and you want that in right now to release in with all the oils and everything. So this is going to saute on a medium heat for about 7 to 10 minutes until it releases all of its goodness. So we'll let that go. We'll let that saute. We'll let the butternut squash cook. It is smelling good in here, by the way, all the spices. And it's so easy, cut and dump. Okay, I've been sauteing these veggies for about 10 minutes. Take a look at them. They look beautiful. So right now, we are going to be adding in our beans. And if you're not a bean person, you could actually skip this step. I have cannellini beans, which is a white kidney bean, and a kidney bean. And they are going right in there. Like I said, if you're not a bean fan, you don't need to do this step. You could add cauliflower. You could roast it with the butternut squash in the oven and skip this step. But I love beans, so they are going in. So to that then, I'm adding a can of crushed tomatoes. And to that, we are going to be adding some water. 2 cups of water is going in. I like to put it right there to get all that extra juice from the can. Don't want to waste anything, right? Gosh. So take a look at this. Look how beautiful this looks. Now what we're going to do now, we're not putting in the butternut squash yet because I love the consistency of it coming right out of the oven. And so we will add that last minute. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the lid on this and cook this down. After I add a little bit of salt and pepper, you don't want to forget in salt and pepper, your chili. And I have a little secret ingredient here. I'm going to add near the end with the butternut squash if my chili is a little runny. We have refried beans, believe it or not. And this is vegetarian refried beans, obviously. This is a vegetarian meal because refried beans normally do have pork lard in them. So vegetarian refried beans is a great thickener. Just will thicken up the sauce and make it rich. So we'll put a lid on this and let this go for about an hour simmering on low. And it will reduce about 1/4 while that is going on. But let's talk really quickly about this Oyster Bay Sauv Blanc. Ooh, yes. It will just cool down your palate with all the spices from the chili. So it will just make your palate round out. It has notes of grapefruit and peach in it. It is really delicious. And this one you can find everywhere. A lot of people probably already know this brand, so it's easy to find in the stores. So we'll let that go, and then we'll add a few more things right at the end to brighten up the chili. The chili has just finished simmering and it looks delicious. I did add a little bit of those refried beans to thicken it up, and look how beautiful it is. So what we are going to do right now, look how the butternut squash turned out. It is amazing. Roasted. We're going to add that in. Let's see if I can add it in without having all the chili on. I can't believe I made it through the show in this white shirt without getting splashed. And to that, we're going to throw in some cilantro, some nice fresh cilantro, and we're going to give a squeeze of fresh lime juice just to soften up all those spices and to round out all the flavors there. There we go. Fresh lime juice right on in. And we're just going to stir this around, and it is ready. It is ready to plate. Right now, it is a vegan chili. Everything in here is vegan. Now, it all depends on your toppings. If you want some cheese and some sour cream, it's not vegan anymore. But that's okay. You do you, right? So I did a vegan one here, and you do your own toppings. Let me plate this up for myself. I can't wait to dig in. We are done and all plated up. And I can't wait to dig in here, but I would first like to thank all my subscribers. And if you're not yet a subscriber, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my recipes. And don't forget to like and share my recipes also. But I'm ready to dig into this vegan chili. Oh my God, yes. I'm getting a piece of the butternut squash also. Wow. That is hands down an amazing recipe. This is so delicious, and you saw how simple it was. I can't wait for you to try it, and thanks for stopping by Wine and Dine, and we'll see you next week.